hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the inline, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go, here we go. It's again. Here I come.
Jackson on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
First down, Mayfield. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
180. 65.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down. They'll stay with Lewis here on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight.
And look at this, it's a fake. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
He's coming. We got double up.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lewis. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he is is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dion Lewis, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be end zone for a touchback.
180. Hey, pick your game up.
Mayfield on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. From the 44, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He completes this to Sutton. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but it's going to be second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, he's got his big tight end, Fant. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defense.
And it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Jackson, and he hits Drake. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
And the shuffle pass to the running back goes for no yardage, but they use this Jack Curtis and his Lee Gross Cup.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he finds Howard complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. O.J. Howard. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. A nice little juke. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Watch the pass. 66. Watch the whip. Hey, watch it, watch it.
On second down and 4, Jackson. That's caught by Howard. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hurry, hurry! 56, right there, 56. Cut, cut, cut! 56. Hey, exit. 56 is the mic.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
56. Mike's 56. Defense wins championship.
Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Mayfield off the play fake. And a big loss Lewis here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check!
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 20. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Now Lewis. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is Lewis. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Mayfield to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On 2nd down, it's Smith. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Here comes the ball. Alert, alert, alert. Hurry, hurry. Hey, orbit. I'm trying to collect.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
49, check 49, check 49. Hurry! Buzz, be ready, be ready.
Now Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. This is the tight end Fant. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put up...
And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Returnable here from the 38. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check, check.
They run. This is Lewis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
on 2nd and 12. Jackson looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now it's Jackson. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. It's caught. Smith. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And now off to the races down the right side. The 30, 10, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete to Smith. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, he completes this to Sutton. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
33. Mike, 53. Hurry! Mike, all day, punt. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. I'm going to come back to you.
Mayfield now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Check 53. Exit. Let's go, boys.